friends and them are here. They're all going to be yelling and screaming and hollering.
Yeah, if they're anything like my friends who were here last year, like Renee, obnoxious friends that we had in the leisure, so, yeah.
Okay, then you're going to turn, you're going to go back down the back steps again, Gina. You'll be the first one down.
And then will they go right out to change then?
Yes.
Yeah,
And the
when you guys
motorhome
are
will be
done,
out back, you go out and get in that.
we have a great motorhome that you'll be in, and you'll go straight out the back and.
Katie, are we going to be on the riverboat this year?
We're going to be on the lake boat.
The Dixie? The Dixie?
Yeah, we're going to be on the lake boat.
Me too. And then you're going to back leg, turn right. Everything leads off of your back leg. As long as you know that.
You might as well get a habit of doing that.
But, 2 weeks isn't enough to really get it to heal yet, so.
1:30. Is it 1:30 or 10? 1:30.
I don't have an
Judge is
agenda.
supposed to be here at 1. Interviews at 1:30. That's our time. Just take a smaller step, I think. Just do it. What time is it?
10 after 10.
I meant to put my watch. 11 or 10?
11.
Really? Oh yeah, it'd have to be. We came over. They're old whatever way is comfortable and you don't have to really stop. I think you go that. I think most of them do go that way.
Most of them. I love it. I'm so excited for this.
What's your cousin's name? Okay, well, she's sweet. She's got straight blonde hair.
Mix, like, you know what I mean? I don't like it. Just my nose to be
know the one year, I don't remember how, but somebody kind of angled themselves in one way and all the other girls started following me and Margaret were going one way and Margaret were the other. And then everybody remembered.
Oh, man. Ready?
I am ready. All right.
You're at the front of the line.
I am. I told you I was going to be here.
I did.
You thought I was kidding?
Oh, wow, we're going to cheese bringing all over here.
You are? That was like a little joke last year. I don't know what I know. Hold on just a minute, honey.
Something to get this off of here with.
You okay? And once you're there.
I just got done with summer school, so. But I'm ready for break.
Hi, girls. evening. I'd like to welcome you to the 54th Queen of Lakes Pageant. We have 15 girls this year vying for the title of Queen of Lakes. I'm going to introduce our MC for the evening. It's Mr. Steve Ward. He's been doing the parade, the Big Lake Festival parade, for 15 years. A lifetime resident of North Webster, graduate from North Webster. So he's been good enough to stand in for us this year, and he does a great job, and so we're just going to get this thing started, and hopefully have a good night.
Great, thanks, Andy. We've had a good day so far, and this is a new one for me. I'm a rookie at this. Dean Hubbard usually does this, and he had a wedding to sing at today, so Sandy asked me to do this, so it may be interesting my first time doing it, but the girls been great today, a lot of help, and we've had a good time. And at this time, we're going to introduce our reigning queen for the 1998 Queen of Lakes, is Heidi Major. Heidi's been a big help to me today. I'll tell you, I'd be lost without her. She has been great, super. What we're going to do is start out with our swimsuit competition, and then we'll be followed by an intermission following that. So at this time, we're going to get started with the swimsuit competition. Our first contestant tonight is Miss Wawasee Lake, Amber Fry, sponsored by Nadine's Restaurant. The classic styling of Amber's one-piece swimsuit make it a hit on the beach. The suit is a neon green with a scoop neckline and a mid-length back cut. Designed by Wave Zone, the swimwear is accented by strappy black sandals. Amber is the daughter of David and Sherry Fry and lives with them in Kentwood, Michigan. She is 17, has blonde hair and hazel eyes. Amber is 5'3" tall and recently graduated from Kelloggsville High School. She plans to attend Ball State and major in juvenile probation. Miss Wawasee, Amber Fry. Second contestant this evening is Miss Hoffman Lake, Devin Marsh, sponsored by Monteith Tire of Syracuse. This black swimsuit worn by Devin is sure to be a hit on the beach this summer. It's an Anna Klein design and has spaghetti straps that accent the simple straight neckline. The legs are moderate cut and the back has a medium scoop to it. Devin is wearing black strappy sandals with a 3-inch heel. Devin lives in Etna Green and is the daughter of Patty Miner and Alan Marsh. Devin is 18 years old, 5'4" tall, blonde hair and hazel eyes. She is a graduate from Triton High School this spring and plans to attend Manchester College to major in elementary education this fall. Miss Hoffman Lake, Devin Marsh. Our third contestant this evening is Miss Webster Lake 2, Tricia Peters, sponsored by South Whitley Lions Club. Tricia's swimwear is a beautiful royal blue in color and designed by South Point Division of Jansen. The swimsuit has a regular scoop neckline and a scoop back design. The legs are moderate, and Tricia has chosen to wear silver heels with her suit. Tricia is the daughter of Janet and Thomas Peters. She is 18 years old, Stands 5 foot 5 inches with brown eyes and brown hair. Tricia finished her senior year and graduated from Whitco High School. She plans to attend Ball State and major in pediatric nursing. Miss Webster Lake 2, Tricia Peters. Contestant number 4, Miss Barbie Lake, Jill Brower, sponsored by Smith Brothers Service and Towing. This one-piece royal blue colored swimsuit looks great on Jill. The swimsuit was designed by a New York company and has a scoop back and a square neckline. Jill has chosen 2.5-inch open-toe off-white sandals. Jill is the daughter of Marilyn and Kent Brower. She lives in Larwell, is 18 years old. Jill is 5 foot 6 with blonde hair and blue eyes. She's a 1999 graduate of Whitco High School. Jill wants to attend Rude Cosmetology School in Fort Wayne. Miss Barbie Lake, Jill Brower. Contestant number 5 is Miss Center Lake, Angie Gladfelder, sponsored by Gladfelder Lawn Care. Angie is wearing a red swimsuit made by Nautica Sportswear. The suit has a basic neckline and a low-cut back. This is the perfect suit to guard the beach. The suit is complemented by black, strappy sandals with a 3-inch heel. Angie is from Bourbon and the daughter of Sam and April Frazier. With blonde hair and hazel eyes, Angie is 5 foot 7 inches tall, 20 years old. Finishing her sophomore year at Ball State, Angie plans to earn a degree in Management Information Systems and Computer Science. Miss Center Lake, Angie Gladfelder. Contestant number 6 is Miss Seacrest Lake, Renee Welsh, sponsored by AK Hair Company. Hitting the beach this summer is Renee in this midnight black swimsuit. The swimsuit has the V neckline with a nylon mesh extending into the straps of the suit. A traditional scoop back and moderate legs. The suit has a slight swirl design in its texture. Renee wears clear pageant heels with a simple gold strap. The daughter of Reese and Linda Welsh of Ridgeville, where she lives when not at Ball State, Renee is 21 years old. Stands 5 foot 8 inches with green eyes and brown hair. She has completed her junior year at Ball State and wants to complete her biology major, chemistry minor at Ball State University. Then attend Purdue to study veterinary medicine. Miss Seacrest Lake, Renee Welsh. Contestant number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman, sponsored by the Rome City Lions Club. Amanda's swimsuit was designed by Guttex. The deep teal is very flattering on her. features a sheer crisscross of gathers in front and a V back. Amanda has chosen to wear taupe 3-inch heels with her swimsuit. The daughter of David and Carol Blackman, Amanda is from Albion. She's 5 foot 10 inches tall with blonde hair and blue eyes. Amanda is 20 years old. She has just finished her sophomore year at Butler, and future plans include graduating cum laude from Butler with a Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education and a kindergarten endorsement. She wants to go on to become a successful elementary teacher. Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. Contestant number 8 is Miss Tippecanoe Lake 2, Jamie Bell, sponsored by Longmire Construction. Jamie is wearing a vibrant red textured swimsuit by La Cove. The suit features a round neckline and a low scoop back. She has chosen matching red pump shoes with crossing straps to complement her swimwear. Jamie lives in Bourbon with her parents, Becky and Don Bell. She's 18 years old, 6 foot 1 inch tall, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She recently graduated from Triton High School and plans to attend Kellogg Community College to play volleyball at the college level and major in physical and health education. Miss Tippecanoe Lake 2, Jamie Bell. Contestant number 9 is Miss Syracuse Lake, Jamie Kahn, sponsored by Ramada Plaza. Jamie wears an athletic style swimsuit tonight that is red with moderate cut legs and a scoop back. The designer is Nike, and she is ready for the summer fun at the beach. Jamie has chosen to wear black heels with her suit that have a 3-inch heel and an ankle strap. The daughter of Kay and Jean Kahn of Syracuse, Jamie is 19 years old. She has light brown hair with blue-green eyes and stands 5 foot 9 inches tall. Jamie has completed her freshman year at Ivy Tech and plans to return and finish in 2 years. She would like to join a cruise line as a chef. Jamie wants to continue her education in photography. Miss Syracuse Lake, Jamie Kahn. Contestant number 10 is Miss Webster Lake, Wendy Roberts, sponsored by the Princess Parlor. Wendy's black swimsuit is by Land's End. It features a sweetheart neckline and a scoop back with moderate cut legs. Wendy has chosen taupe heels and accessorized with silver hoop earrings and a silver necklace. Wendy is the daughter of Phyllis and Earl Roberts and lives in North Webster. She is 22 years old, is 5 foot 8 inches tall, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She has just finished her 4th year at Grace College, and future plans are to graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Education and secure a teaching job. Miss Webster Lake, Wendy Roberts. Contestant number 11 is Miss Waubee Lake, Kim Trout, sponsored by the Women's Life Insurance Society. This swimsuit worn by Kim is by Victoria's Secret. The fabric is a hot pink ribbed knit featuring a V neckline, a high back, and lingerie straps. Kim wears black satin open-toed heels with her swimwear. Kim lives in the Milford area with her parents, Bill and Anna Trout, when not in school. She is 19 years old, with brown hair and blue eyes. Kim has finished her freshman year at Ball State and plans to become an elementary teacher. Miss Waubee Lake, Kim Trout. Contestant number 13 is Miss Barbie Lake 2, Melissa Munich, sponsored by Global Glass Incorporated. Melissa's swimwear is by Miracle Suit. It is black in color with a scoop back and a soft scoop neckline. The fabric is nylon with a mesh effect across the bodice, forming two slimming stripes. The shoes are made by Annie and are 2.5-inch heels that are clear in color. Melissa is the daughter of Pat and Craig Munich of Mishawaka. She is 20 years old, 5 foot 5 inches tall with blonde hair and blue eyes. Melissa is a junior at Ball State and plans to become an elementary teacher with a kindergarten endorsement and hopes to be a cheerleading coach. Miss Barbie Lake 2, Melissa Munich. Contestant number 14 is Miss Wawasee 2, Shiloh Butler, sponsored by Wawasee Boat Company. Shiloh's choice of swimwear is from the Anna Klein collection. The sheared black one-piece suit is tailored with an open keyhole neckline. The suit has moderately cut legs and a moderate scoop back. Clear open-toed sling-back pumps finish off Shiloh's look. Growing up in Syracuse, Shiloh is the daughter of David and Susie Butler. She is 19 years old, 5 foot 4.5 inches, with blonde hair and green eyes. A graduate of Wawasee High School, Shiloh has finished her first year at Purdue. She wants to pursue a career in the field of psychology. Miss Wawasee Lake 2, Shiloh Butler. Contestant number 15 is Miss Bixler Lake, Lindsay Helmer, sponsored by Community State Bank of Avila. Lindsay is wearing a striking swimsuit by Cheryl Winters. The suit is a brilliant emerald green design with a halter-style bodice and a low-slung back. The suit also has a soft gathered effect at the waistline to complete the look. Lindsay has decided to wear a clear pageant shoes with her suit. Lindsay's parents are Dennis and Denise Helmer. She lives in a villa with them and is 17 years old. Lindsay has brown hair and brown eyes and is 5 foot 3 inches tall. She'll be a senior at East Noble in the fall and knows she'll go to college but is undecided. Lindsay says she wants to stand out and make a difference in people's lives. Miss Bixler Lake, Lindsay Helmer. And our final contestant in the swimsuit competition is contestant number 16, Miss Tippecanoe Lake, Gina Bessinger, sponsored by Bessinger's Hill Farm Wildlife Refuge Bed and Breakfast. A classic black tank-style swimsuit is Gina's choice tonight. The swimsuit is designed by Mainstream and has a scoop neckline with moderately cut leg openings. The suit features a textured look and has a crisscross effect in the back. Gina complements her suit with black heels. Gina lives in the Tippecanoe Lake area with her parents, Clint and Melissa Bessinger. She is 5 foot 1 inches tall, with blonde hair and green eyes. At 18 years old, she recently graduated from Triton High School and will be attending Anderson University this fall to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. Miss Tippecanoe Lake, Gina Bessinger. This time we're going to bring all the girls back up, starting with number 1, Miss Wallace C. Lake, Amber Fry. Number 2, Miss Hoffman Lake, Devin Marsh. Number 3, Miss Webster Lake 2, Tricia Peters. Number 4, Miss Marby Lake, Jill Brower. Number 5, Miss Center Lake, Angie Gladfelder. Number 6, Miss Secrets Lake, Renee Welsh. Number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. Number 8, Miss Tippecanoe Lake 2, Jamie Bell. Number 9, Miss Syracuse Lake, Jamie Kahn. Number 10, Miss Webster Lake, Wendy Roberts. Number 11, Miss Waubee Lake, Kim Trout. Miss Barbie Lake 2, Melissa Munich. Miss Wawasee Lake 2, Shiloh Butler. Miss Bixler Lake, Lindsay Helmer. And Miss Tippecanoe Lake, Gina Bessinger. At this time, we're going to take a 20-minute intermission, and we'll be back to do the evening gown competition. Heidi Matron is going to do the reading of the description for me tonight. She's consented to do that, which is great. So this time I'm going to turn the mic over to Heidi.
Good evening. It's great to see so many people here this evening. We're going to go ahead and get started with my favorite portion of the night, and that's the evening gown. Contestant number 1, Miss Wawasee Lake, Amber Fry, sponsored by Nadine's Restaurant. This sophisticated, full-length black velvet gown is modeled by Amber tonight. A design of Jessica McIntosh, the straight skirt is accentuated with a black satin bow connected to a black sheer net train in the back, finishing with toeless, smoky black 2.5-inch heels. Amber has had 14 years of dance experience and also has spent 3 years of high school on the varsity cheer squad, placing 10th in the state. Serving as a Spanish club officer and an elementary Spanish teacher, Amber has been very busy. She has earned 9 college credits attending a community college while also a senior in high school. With ties to the North Webster community, in 1988, she was crowned the Mermaids Festival Cutie Queen. And last year, she was first runner-up in the Queen of Lakes pageant. Contestant number 1, Miss Wawasee Lake, Amber Fry. McClintock is the choice of Devon for this evening. The black gown is made of polyacetate and features a princess-style bodice that flares slightly at the waist. The body is embellished with tiny silver accents and has thin spaghetti straps. The skirt of the gown has column styling with a black slit. Devon wears black strappy sandals with a 3-inch heel. Devon's activities include FHA, Spanish club, science club, running cross country, and playing basketball. Devon was on student council for 2 years and also vice president of a senior class. She has done volunteer work at local preschools and daycare. In 1985, Devon also came to the Mermaid Festival. She was crowned Cutie Queen in the Cutie Pageant that year. Contestant number 2, Miss Hoffman Lake, Devon Marsh. Contestant number 3, Miss Webster Lake 2, Trisha Peters, sponsored by South Whitley Lions Club. The evening gown Trisha has chosen to wear is a Nikki LaVesse, designed by Zum Zum. The pale lavender color is flattering to Trisha. The neckline on the dress is scooped at the back of the dress, and it gets your attention with its delicate strings of small roses across the open back. The perfect silver shoe finish off Trisha's ensemble. Trisha has been a member of National Honor Society and participated in swimming, volleyball, and tennis, where she placed second in the conference tourney. Her community interests include the YMCA volunteer, soccer coach, the Sunshine Cap Society, and the St. Paul of the Cross Kentucky Mission Trip. Contestant number 3, Miss Webster Lake 2, Trisha Peters. Contestant number 4, Miss Barbie Lake, Jill Brower. Sponsored by Smith Brothers Service and Towing. Jill is wearing a Jessica McClintock design tonight for her evening wear. The gown is red with a princess-style bodice, shaped with boning to create a slight flared effect at the waist. The gown has a full skirt with a bustle made of the same fabric. The back also flows into a short train effect at the back hemline. Jill has chosen to wear black leather 3-inch open-toed heels with her evening gown. Jill attends Morris Chapel United Methodist Church, where she has helped with the annual soup supper the past 6 years. Her interests lie in dancing and cosmetology. She was a peer tutor in high school, also with belonging to FHA Club. Jill enjoys babysitting her 3 nieces and nephews. Contestant number 4, Miss Barbie Lake, Jill Brower. Contestant number 5, Miss Center Lake, Angie Glatfelter, sponsored by Glatfelter Lawn Care. Angie wears an elegant gown designed by Elise. This full-length purple gown is made of chiffon and features a high neckline. The bodice is embroidered with a sparkling sequins design. The midriff is enhanced by being cut out, leading into a beaded design, capturing the back of the gown. The gown's chiffon fabric flows when Angie walks for a sense of elegance. Silver strappy heels complete this look. Angie's activities include intramural volleyball, career club, Chi Omega sorority, where she was pledge class secretary and a Dean's List student. Angie was first runner-up in the Triton Junior Miss Pageant and earned the Physical Fitness Award. Also, Angie was Miss Blueberry Festival Queen. Community projects are pumpkin carving with Muncie Elementary, Ring the Bell for Salvation Army, and Rake the Leaves project at Triton. Contestant number 5, Miss Center Lake, Angie Glatfelter. Contestant number 6, Miss Secrets Lake, Renee Welsh, sponsored by AK Hair Company. This stunning 2-piece gown was designed by Flore de Les and worn by Renee tonight. The color of the gown is latte, and it has a slim, straight skirt of polyester fabric. The bodice of the gown is encrusted with clear sequins with tiny gold beads rhinestones. An asymmetrical design at the waist makes this gown unique. Renee's heels are by onyx and feature 2.5-inch heels that are the clear pageant style. The only trim to the shoes are a single gold strap. Renee's college service activities included visiting a long-term healthcare facility with her therapy dog, Daisy. She's a member of the Red Squad, which assists new students moving in and finding classes. Spur, which is Special People United in Writing Therapeutic Writing for Handicapped. Also, a volunteer for Habitat for Humanity and a fundraiser for UNICEF. Renee has contributed to numerous food and clothing drives. A Deanless student for 3 years, Sigma Theta president, Emmett Scholar, and Chi Omega sorority member. Renee is secretary of Scuba Club holding many certifications. Contestant number 6, Miss Secrets Lake, Renee Welsh. Contestant number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman, sponsored by Rome City Lions Club. This beautiful Caribbean blue gown is by Robin Elliott and modeled by Amanda tonight. The strapless bodice is accentuated by hand-sewn beads and crystal rhinestones. The straight satin skirt with a black slit is covered by an overlapping train of the same material. Amanda's choice of the shoes are clear 3-inch heels accented with rhinestones. Some of the community service projects Amanda has been involved in are being an abstinence speaker for Campaign for Our Kids, participating in a 30-hour famine to raise money to fight world hunger, and 98 National Sister to Sister program. A member of Phi Eta Sigma National Honor Society, Kappa Delta Pi National Education Honor Society, and a Deanless student for every semester at Butler. Amanda has won the Kiwanis Spiritual Award and was Miss Noble County in 1996 and Miss Limberlost in 1997. She choreographed the 1995, 96, and 97 Miss Indiana Scholarship Pageant. She enjoys singing and dancing and was the dance captain in high school for 3 years. Contestant number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. Contestant number 8, Miss Tippecanoe Lake 2, Jamie Bell, sponsored by Longmore Construction. A floor-length silk gown is the choice of Jamie tonight. In the color of Dragonfly by Stone Ferris Designs, along with its unique color, her evening gown features heavy beading and sweetens on the scalloped halter top bodice, which complements the chiffon over silk full-length skirt. She has chosen a matching heel to complete her look for this evening. Jamie has been a lifeguard and helped teach swimming lessons at the Plymouth Pool. She also helped at summer basketball camp. Jamie has announced all junior and senior high track meets and helped coach the Plymouth League basketball. Her interests are definitely in sports, playing basketball and volleyball, being the leader attacker for volleyball, and voted to Northern State Conference, second team and all-state volleyball, and qualifier for all-state North team. Voted Miss Friendship in 98 Miss Blueberry Festival, Jamie was third runner-up in the 98 Queen of Lakes pageant. Contestant number 8, Miss Tippecanoe Lake, number 2, Jamie Bell. Contestant number 9, Miss Syracuse Lake, Jamie Kahn, sponsored by Ramada Plaza. This fantastic gown was designed by Zum Zum and worn by Jamie this evening. The dress is black velvet, sleeveless, featuring a beaded collar that extends down the front of the gown, edging the sides of the bodice. The skirt is straight with a slit on the left side. The interesting back has 2 small straps extending from the collar to the back with a single strap running perpendicular. Jamie finishes her look with black 3-inch ankle strap heels. Outdoor activities are what Jamie loves. She has grown up athletically, winning all conference NLC in diving, along with being sectional champ. In softball, she was all conference for pitching and voted team captain, MVP, and Miss Offense. Graduating from high school at the awards banquet, she received the Karen Wiggs Drudge Award for Artistic Talents. Contestant number 9, Miss Syracuse Lake, Jamie Kahn. Contestant number 10, Miss Webster Lake, Wendy Roberts, sponsored by Princess Parlor. A full-length evening gown by Maurice's is Wendy's choice for the evening wear. This black satin gown with a sequins extended bodice has an open neckline and spaghetti straps. The back of the gown has a crisscross effect. The skirt softly flares to complete the look. Wendy has decided on black open-toed heels and accessorized with silver dangling earrings, silver necklace, and bracelets. Wendy's hobbies include singing, playing piano, basketball, and volleyball, and also water sports. Wendy is a third-grade Sunday school teacher and also a vacation Bible school teacher for 5 years. Wendy has been a part of the Liberty 4th of July musical, singing in her church choir and high school show choir. Contestant number 10, Miss Webster Lake, Wendy Roberts. Contestant number 11, Miss Wabi Lake, Kim Trout, sponsored by Women's Life Insurance Society. This gorgeous gown was designed by Aldrete Donatello. The elegant black gown is set off by iridescent sequins. The halter-style bodice is flattering, and the back of the gown goes with a cut out of style. The skirt features a slit on the left side, black satin open-toed heels finish Kim's ensemble. Kim went to Juarez, Mexico with her church for 3 different years to help build houses for deprived Mexicans. Kim has tutored third-grade students with language arts problems. In high school, Kim played tennis and won the Mental Attitude Award and Outstanding Freshman. Contestant number 11, Miss Wabi Lake, Kim Trout. Contestant number 13, Miss Barbie Lake 2, Melissa Munich, sponsored by Global Glass Incorporated. Sophistication comes to mind when you see Melissa in this gown by Night Moves. The white gown has a straight neckline with 2 simple spaghetti straps. The midriff of the gown has a line of delicate pearl beads that accentuate the bodice. The floor-length gown is complemented by 2.5-inch heels that are clear in color. In high school, Melissa worked on various community service projects: Toys for Tots, Hope, Walk for United Way to open the Football Hall of Fame, deliver Thanksgiving baskets, and a community cleanup project. In college, she helped with Habitat for Humanity, Read Aloud program for elementary children, food drives, and Meals on Wheels. Melissa has taught various cheer clinics and been a cheerleader for years. 10 years of Michiana gymnastics and a perfect attendance award at college. Melissa has been busy. Contestant number 13, Miss Barbie Lake 2, Melissa Munich. Contestant number 14, Miss Wawasee Lake 2, Shiloh Butler, sponsored by Wawasee Boat Company. This sophisticated black gown was designed by Betsy and Adam by Ghislaine. The gown's fabric is a double-layered Georgetta with a straight neckline and slender straps. The draped and shrouded bodice flows into the straight cut back and cascades down to the waist. The full-length gown is softly fitted with delicate flared shaping. It skins the body and just grazes the ankles. Shiloh has chosen black strappy, sling-back heels with a symmetrical spandex strap. Shiloh accents her evening wear with a family heirloom jewelry. In high school, Shiloh has been a speaker for health classes and also the American Lung Association, a volunteer for the Wawasee Flotilla, cancer and fundraising. Lifeguard, Big Brother, Big Sisters, she helped make the winner of the Dunlap Community Service Award. A 3-year scholar athlete, she received honors diploma from Wawasee High, a 3-year varsity cheerleader, USGF staff champion gymnast. Shiloh also has participated in the Miss Kosciuszko pageant, placing first and second runner-up. She owns her own business, enjoys bicycling and reading. Contestant number 14, Miss Wawasee 2, Shiloh Butler. Contestant number 15, Miss Webster Lake, Lindsay Helmer, sponsored by Community State Bank, Avila. This unusual kiwi-colored evening gown is by Shimmer Satin and made by Favina. The gown features a rounded neckline with an open back that has a special effect of crisscross rhinestones. There are also rhinestone accents on the waistline. Lindsay finishes off her with clear shoes to complement her gown. Lindsay volunteers at Teen Parent Co-op Daycare and has helped to make a difference. The Avila Food Bank, she attends Calvary United Methodist Church, where she has worked to adopt a highway project. Lindsay's activities include cheerleading, show choir, and church youth group, a dance captain for 2 years. Lindsay won first and second runner-up for Best Female Soloist in Choir and Outstanding Alto Soloist. Contestant number 15, Ms. Webster Lake, Lindsay Helmer. Contestant number 16, Ms. Tiffany Lake, Gina Bessinger, sponsored by Bessinger's Hill Farm Wildlife Refuge Bed and Breakfast. Gina wears a full-length evening gown by Barry J. Designs. The evening gown is taupe in color with a cream overlay woven with metallic thread. Rhinestone's accent bodice, adding a touch of class. The halter-style neckline flows into the keyhole back style perfectly. The skirt is slim with a small thick slit in the back. To complete her look, Gina wears gold strappy sandals with a 3-inch heel. Gina volunteers at Triton Elementary School and also at Potawatomi Wildlife Park. She's been a Hoosier Girls State delegate, a member of National Honor Society, and a Kosciuszko Youth Leadership Academy member. Gina won Outstanding Social Studies Student Award and earned an Academic Honors Diploma. Graduating in the top 10% of her class, a Trojan Singers performer, Gina has also enjoyed singing for years, being cast as lead in musical productions and also for church choir. Contestant number 16, Ms. Tiffany Lake, Gina Bessinger. And now we'll take one last look at the girls in their evening gowns. Contestant number 1, Amber Fry, Miss Wawasee Lake. Contestant number 2, Devin Marsh, Miss Hoffman Lake. Contestant number 3, Trisha Peters, Miss Webster Lake 2. Contestant number 4, Jill Brower, Miss Barbie Lake. Contestant number 5, Angie Glatfelter, Miss Center Lake. Contestant number 6, Renee Welsh, Miss Sechrist Lake. Contestant number 7, Amanda Blackman, Miss Sylvan Lake. Contestant number 8, Jamie Bell, Miss Tippecanoe Lake 2. Contestant number 9, Jamie Kahn, Miss Syracuse Lake. Contestant number 10, Wendy Roberts, Miss Webster Lake. Contestant number 11, Kim Trout, Miss Wabi Lake. Contestant number 12, Jamie Teal, Miss Whiteover Lake, who's not here this evening. Contestant number 13, Melissa Munich, Miss Barbie Lake 2. Contestant number 14, Shiloh Butler, Miss Wawasee Lake 2. Contestant number 15, Lindsay Helmer, Miss Bixler Lake. And contestant number 16, Gina Bessinger, Miss Tippecanoe Lake.
Okay, at this time what they do is the Lioness Club Community Service Award. They pick one of the girls that they feel the most service award that the group gets together and picks. And at that time we're going to announce the winner here, and Heidi's going to present with the plaque. North Webster Lioness Club Community Service Award. Each year, the North Webster Lioness Club Board of Directors chooses a contestant who they feel has done the most community-related service for the community they feel that they live in. Being a service club, that organization feels it wants to promote young people that have different interests in doing projects and volunteer work. This year was a very difficult year to choose just one contestant. Many of these young women have been so busy in their communities, they truly have the best interests of their community at heart. The contestant the club has chosen this year is contestant number 13, Miss Barbie Lake 2, Melissa Munich. Just to name a few of Melissa's community service projects: Walk for United Way, to open the Football Hall of Fame, working to clean up for the community project at St. Joe High School. Hang on up here. We'll get all this here. She's got a lot. She helped make food baskets for families in need, went to St. Francis Convent to help the sisters with her family. Melissa adopted a family for Christmas every year, helped the St. Vincent's de Paul and participates in Toys for Tots. At Ball State, she's been acting in Habitat for Humanity, Cool Clothes for the Kids Clothing Drive, and Boys and Girls Clubs. With her sorority, Melissa has collected clothes and other necessities for battered women's shelter and raised money for United Way. She was involved in a walkathon for breast cancer, Meals on Wheels, rang the bell for the Salvation Army, and made school boxes for local Muncie schools. This is just a sample of the many projects Melissa has been involved in. Congratulations from the North Webster Lions Club. Keep up the good work. Melissa Munich, Miss Guardian Lake. And this all wouldn't be possible tonight without the help of the North Webster Lions Club. And the one that puts up the money and the scholarships every year is the International Palace of Sports Foundation. Through its generosity of its founder, J. Homer Shoup, is honored to present $5,000 in scholarship funds for the continued education of winners of the Queen of Lakes pageants. These checks will be presented at the luncheon at Tippecanoe Lake Country Club, honoring scholarship winners and their parents. Each winner will be personally contacted and invited to this luncheon. Mr. Shoup was instrumental in 1946 in forming the first Mermaid Festival and Queen of Lakes pageant. His dream was always uplifting through youth and educational opportunities. Mr. Shoup passed away May 21st, 1991, but his dreams live on through his generous bequeath to the International Palace of Sports. If I might add something to that, as parade chairman, every year our parade has grown thanks to the Palace of Sports, and basically the money and the prizes that he gives for the kids for scholarships. One year we had the Wawasee Band, it was our only band in the parade. And it was great, they were super. This year we have 16 high school bands participating in the parade. Travel money, prize money, and it all goes for school and for scholarships. So a big help from the Palace of Sports, their foundation, with a list as long as your arm and what they do in these communities in the surrounding area. This time we're going to have Heidi come up here. We're going to be getting ready for the four finals. The judges are doing their thing, so we're going to talk to Heidi here for a few minutes while they do their thing. So what's going through these contestants' mind right now, Heidi?
I know last year I was very nervous at this point, but it's also exciting. There's a lot of returning girls, so it was really fun to talk to them all again and get acquainted with the new girls. Don't be nervous, relax, it's going to be fine. I was very nervous last year, but it's a wonderful pageant. I enjoyed it.
So what are some of your activities you involved in at Ball State this year?
I'm very involved in elementary education in Muncie, and I have been teaching in the local schools there. A lot of downtown teaching this year, which was a new experience, teaching in the inner schools. It was my very first time, and I was very well educated. I'm also in Chi Omega sorority at Ball State, and I'm currently the president there, so that keeps me very busy. Between that and school, that's about all I have time for.
That's super. You can tell we're new at this. What part of the pageant last year did you like the best, or what did you like the least?
I definitely like the interview the best. It's the only time during the whole day that you really get a chance to meet your judges and really talk to them, and it's the only chance for them to get to know you, which is very essential in the pageant. The least, it's not terrible, but I guess the bathing suit competition, if you have to pick something. I'm not much for parading around in a bathing suit in front of people, but it's part of the pageant, so yeah.
Heidi told me a little story today that she's going to share with us. It's something that happened to her last year, so I'm going to let her tell this. A little, kind of an embarrassing moment.
Well, they were asking me if anything really embarrassing or bad happened to me last year, and it was more funny than anything, and it's on video if any of you want to see it. Last year when I won, I was very excited, and they're giving you all these things, which is wonderful, but you only have so many hands. And all I can remember Sandy saying is, don't drop the crystal bowl that you get. So I'm hanging under the bowl for dear life and drop everything else. Everything fell to the floor, and it's all on videotape, and my family enjoys watching it just to get a kick out of it.
Heidi, at this time, we have Miss Kosciuszko. Maybe we can have Lindsay come up here. Lindsay Schwartz, Miss Kosciuszko County. Get you off the spot here a minute. Put Lindsay on the spot here. Hi, Lindsay. Right around here is great. Hi, Lindsay. How's your year gone so far for you?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to stay in Kosciuszko County over my year. I went to school at Oklahoma City University, but I enjoyed being there, being Miss Kosciuszko also. But once I got home for the summer, I've done some amazing things. I had a Dance for a Chance program for breast cancer awareness, and I've had a great summer. Just got back from Miss Indiana last weekend. Didn't bring home any new titles, but I had a great experience.
We're great to have you here. So at this time, we're going to be waiting until we bring up the 4 finalists. Great, thank you. Next Staff Sergeant, Bradenton Florties, 17 years in the Marine Corps. And one thing that Sandy, as chairman of this, wanted me to emphasize, both these gentlemen are married. We had a couple single ones a few years ago, and there was a big roar through the crowd, so sorry girls, they're both married. So great help to these guys to come and help today. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for Jacob and Jen. Appreciate it. Looks like we've got time now. We're going to maybe take a little off the course here. Maybe we can introduce our judges for this evening. I said the girls had the easiest names up here, and I got through these judges' names. I told Sandy, I says, they have harder names than what the girls do here, so bear with me here. Our first judge for this evening is Carl Vandenberg. He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. His wife, Susan. His children, Christopher and Lisa. He has his Bachelor of Arts from Drake University, his Master's from Wayne State University. His occupation is Vice President of the SGT Development Corporation. Some of his interests are Rotary, Plymouth Congressional Indiana Commission on Higher Education, and some of his hobbies are golf and snow skiing. So Carl Vandenberg, you want to stand up, please? Next we have Donnell Housel. She's from Huntertown, Indiana, husband Rick, along with her children Marla and Aaron. She has her bachelor's and master's in elementary education, her administrator's license, and she's an elementary school principal. Her clubs are Day Spring Missionary Church, the Garrett Community Church. Some of her hobbies are reading, collecting children's books, traveling, spending time with my grandchildren, and something that Sandy added down here, she is a 1965 Queen of Lakes. Diane, great to have you. Next we have Vicki Moriali. She's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Husband Pete. She has 2 children, Danae and Brandon. She has a BS in Business Supervision from Purdue University. She works as Community Relations Specialist at Parkview Hospital. Some of her clubs and organizations are St. Joe Methodist Church, the board member, and the McMillan Health Center. Interests are tennis, gardening, and reading. Vicki. Next we have Richard Pakulas from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Wife Lisa. His 2 children, Sydney and Spencer. Education is a diamatologist from the University of DCA. Occupation jewelry. Churches, Holy Cross Church. Some of his hobbies are fishing, duck hunting, and golf. Richard, great to have you here. And next we have Carrie Holderman from Wabash, Indiana. Husband Howard and her daughter Jenna, who's 2.5. She has her bachelor's degree and master's degree from Ball State University. She's an elementary teacher in the Wabash schools from 90 to 1998. She says, now I'm a full-time mom. Past president of Ball State Teachers College, alumni board, co-chairman of the Wabash County Hospital Foundation Board, member of the Wabash Presbyterian Church, Tri-Kappa Sorority, and Wabash Valley Dance Theater of Directors. I was a 1989 Miss Capital City, 1990 Miss Central Indiana, a 1991 Miss Huntington, and a 1991 Miss Indiana. I represented our state in the Miss America Scholarship Pageant, where I was a Quality of Life Top 10 finalist. This honor came as a result of work of Just Say No to Drug Club coordinator and my work to fight illiteracy in the state of Indiana. She enjoys aerobics, ballet, water sports, reading, and playing with my daughter, Jenna. Kara. This is our panel of judges for this evening. Now we wait for the 4 finalists to be the next part of our program. No, Heidi, I'm not going to call you back up here. I've asked all my questions. Sandy said I can't sing. A few years ago they sang up here. She warned me I couldn't sing, so we're just going to have to wait a few minutes. And I have the 4 finalists. In random order, the 4 finalists. Contestant number 6, Miss Secret Lake, Renee Welch.
Wrong way, sis.
Now you got a new embarrassing moment, Heidi.
There we go.
And our next finalist is contestant number 15, Miss Bixler Lake, Lindsay Helmer. Third finalist and contestant number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. Fourth and final contestant for the night is number 14, Miss Wawasee Lake 2, Shiloh Butler. These are our 4 finalists for tonight's competition. Now what we're going to going to get some pictures here, and we're going to do the final question. I'm going to ask the first three of you here to leave, and we're going to keep one of you, and we're going to do the question, and then go down the line here. Right? Okay. Got the name right today. We're going to make sure they're securely out. I can't hear anything here in our soundproof stage, designed especially for the Queen of Lakes. You believe that? What I'm going to do, Renee, I'm going to read the question, I'll pause, then I'll read it, then I'll let you pause and give your answer. In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what could be done to change it? In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it?
In my opinion, sometimes we don't support our children enough. I believe it is our moral obligation to be there for them and to support them, to give them the proper characteristics that they're going to need to socialize through their younger years and throughout the rest of their life. I think that's what we need to do to help reduce the violence in our schools today. Thank you.
Thanks, Renee Welch. Next we have Miss Dexter Lake, Lindsay Helmer. This is great. What we're going to do is I'm going to read the question, I'm going to pause, I'm going to read it again, then I'll give you a pause, and then you can answer the question. In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it? In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it?
I believe the violence in the schools has increased because of what they have watched on television, and I think a lot of the kids now see that as when they're young and they grow up and that has an effect on them. And I believe that can be changed by parents watching over their kids, teachers, older kids. I just think that people need to reach out and look up or look down or have them so the little kids can look up to them as a good role model.
Miss Dexter Lake, Lindsay Helmer. Next, we have contestant number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to read the question once, I'm going to pause, I'm going to read it again, and I'll give you a pause and you answer. In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it? In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it?
The reason I think that there has been an increase in violence in schools is because the schools have taken out the morals and values. They have separated church and state. And with this new Ten Commandment law that has been passed, that the Ten Commandments can be placed in a public building, including schools, I think that is the step towards the right direction, and we need to keep pushing it, and hopefully the violence will go down.
Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. And our final contestant, Miss Wawasee 2, Shiloh Butler. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the question, I'm going to pause and read it again, and I'll pause, and then it's your turn. In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence at our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it? In the past few years, there has been an increase of violence in our schools. Why do you think this is happening, and what can be done to change it?
First of all, I want to say that I think it's very sad that there is an increase in violence in our schools today, but I think that it relates back to the home life that the kids come from, and I believe if someone steps in with the kids after school to kind of interfere with it, that it will help make a difference.
Miss Wawasee 2, Shiloh Butler. Right. Okay, Heidi. Sandy, do we have the cutie king and queen here? Great. At this time, Heidi, we're going to bring up the, oh, let's do, I'm out of order here. Uh-oh. Okay. What we're going to do is Heidi's final interview. We're going to turn this over to you. You bet. Thank you.
Well, I've taken the crown off now, and it is in the hands of our cutie queen down there, who's going to do a wonderful job later this evening. And it is time for me to give my farewell speech. Last year, I had one of the most incredible experiences of my life. I was crowned the 1998 Miss Queen of Lakes, but it didn't happen overnight. It happened because I had a dream with a plan behind it. My favorite writer, Bernard Edmonds, once said, "To dream anything that you want to dream, that's the beauty of the human mind. To do anything that you want to do, that is the strength of the human will. To trust yourself, to test your limits, that is the courage to succeed." You see, dreaming is easy, but finding the courage to try is the hard part. I would have never had that courage without the support of my family. When people ask me who my hero is, I quickly respond that I don't have one, but two. They're my mom and my dad. These are the two most incredible people that I will ever know. They're always there for me when I'm down, but they're not just my parents, they're my best friends. I laugh the hardest when I'm with them, and I have the most fun. And for that, I thank them for everything. And I can't mention my family without mentioning my two biggest fans, which are my brothers, Dustin and Austin. They're the only brothers that I know that sit through countless pageants and go through all these things for me. But their cheers are always the loudest. And for that, I need to thank them. They're the best. Next, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Sandy Cassane. This program would not be possible without her, and she makes it such a huge success. She is so giving of herself, and she does so much for this community. Thank you, Sandy, for all of your hard work. And I have something for you. Is she in here or not? Okay, she's coming. Sandy's been wonderful. I've been living in Muncie this summer, and so our contact has been mostly through my parents, but she's been very patient with me, and I owe her so much. So thank you, Sandy, for everything. I also wanted to thank the Lions Club for the Community Service Award that I received last year. The tray was beautiful and the scholarship very much appreciated. And also, I would like to thank the International Palace of Sports, for without them this pageant would not be possible. They give such generous scholarships, and I know that my dad and I are very happy about that. As my reign comes to an end this evening, I have many opportunities waiting ahead of me. I'm entering into my senior year at Ball State University, where I'm majoring in elementary education with an endorsement in reading. Someday, I hope to obtain my master's in children's counseling and go into the schools to be a guidance counselor, because I would like to correct the problem that they were talking about earlier with violence in the schools. Currently, I'm at Ball State University working as a camp counselor. Before I finish this address, I would like to talk to the contestants this evening. You have all accomplished so much by entering this pageant. You have dared to dream, and now you're simply here to try and make that dream a reality. For that, I admire each and every one of you. Remember that this is a small stepping stone in your life, and not everyone can walk away with the crown. The crown does not determine your self-worth. You need to believe in yourself, and remember that God made you all unique and talented, and for that, you are all special women. I have been honored to be your queen. Thank you all so much for your love and your support.
Thank you, Heidi. Okay, now at this time, we're going to bring up the 1998 Cutie King and Queen. Cutie Queen is Leanza Reyes. And our Cutie King is Alec Bailey. It's a great hand. These kids are doing great. This is a nervous time for them. Now the big weight. This time, why don't we bring up our 4 finalists? Contestant number 6, Miss Cypress Lake, Renee Welsh. Number 15, Miss Bixler Lake, Lindsay Helmer. Contestant number 7, Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. And contestant number 14, Miss Wawasee 2, Shiloh Butler. And here she comes. Thank you, Sandy. All right, Heidi, you ready? All right. All right, the third runner-up this evening with a $500 scholarship and contestant number 15, Miss Bixler Lake, Lindsay Helmer. All right, our second runner-up and a winner of a $1,000 scholarship is contestant number 14, Miss Wawasee 2, Shiloh Butler. They're both looking at me for some reason. Winner of the $1,500 scholarship and the first runner-up this evening is Miss Cypress Lake, Renee Welsh. Our Queen of Lakes is Miss Sylvan Lake, Amanda Blackman. Winner of a $2,000 scholarship, Amanda Blackman, 1999, Queen of Lakes. Anyway, the photographers want to come up and get some pictures with Amanda and Cutie Queen and King and Heidi. Now's the time to do it. And thanks to everyone for coming. We appreciate it. And we will see you next year in the new millennium.